Hello everyone. Hello guys. Good evening everyone. I welcome you to today's live section. I'm very sorry about delay in time due to some minor issues, right? It was due to some minor issues, right? So good evening. I welcome everyone to this live section. And just like the name describes, full chart breakdown of the week, right? The full chart breakdown of this week, what we're expecting on gold. We'll be using everything full, right? As well be deriving signals as well from this live section. So it's advisable you stick to the end of this video and engage, right? Engage. Let's learn together, guys. Let's learn together, right? Okay, going straight to business. XAUUSD. What's the update on XAUUSD and what are we expecting on XAUUSD for this week, right? What our and this live session is going to be as short as possible, but I'm going to be nuggets for you, right? I'm going to be dropping valuable nuggets for you, and I want you to actually stay active and uh, yes, right? Let's do the analysis live charts together. Are you guys with me? Let's break down the charts together. Let's break down the charts together. Let's break down the charts together. Oh, yes. Let's break down the charts together, right? So I'm gonna clear this off real quick because I want us to like break this chart down from the beginning up to the end. I want us to be able to break this chart down from the beginning up to the end. And I'm going to be doing more of top-down analysis, right? I'm going to be doing more of top-down analysis on our expectation for XAUUSD and what we're basically looking at on XAUUSD, starting from the daily time frame, right? When we're talking of top-down analysis, deals with multi-time frame analysis, right? Checking, going into different time frame into understanding where the market is mainly heading, where there's more control in the market, where there's more control in the market, and where the power is more on, right? Who is more in control in the market, literally. I welcome you to this live section, and if you want to like this video, so YouTube recommend it to more people. And I'm actually very sorry for coming late, right? I'm very sorry for coming late. I was driving. Okay, so getting straight to business. XAUSD, what is our basic view for XAUSD and what's our projection for XAUSD this week? And just like we deal with more of top-down analysis, right? We deal with Jesse Prosper, you're welcome. I see you, man. And if you want to like this live section, right? Let's break down this chart together. We might as well be deriving signal from here. So there's possibility of us trading live when this market opens, depending on the printout that we get on the chart, right? And if you can actually hear me, if everything is okay, then let me hear your feedback in the comment section. Let's get straight to business, right? So on the daily time frame, we can see some kind of like bullish momentum getting back in control right here on daily time frame. If you agree with me, and we have this chart pattern appear here on the daily time frame. But before going into the chart pattern, there was this massive buy that we had right here. Market had some kind of correction. There was a correction. Market had some sell push. There was a correction, right? Market gave us a new low, right? Market corrected. For the sell to continue, market was expected to give us a new what? A new lower low. It failed to give us a new lower low and give us an equal low at this level. And we saw some kind of massive push to the top side. And on the daily time frame, we have this kind of significant resistance level. If you agree with me, on the daily time frame, we have this significant resistance level on the daily time frame that it seems like market is reacting to that zone. And if market reacts to this zone and is unable to break this zone to the downside, then there's what possibility of us seeing some what market creating a new higher low and what creating a new higher high, which will be higher than this last high that we have right here. Do you guys agree with me? So there's the possibility of us seeing that print out. There's the possibility of us seeing that print out on the chart, literally. If you're on this live call, I welcome you. Sorry for coming late. And if you want to like this live section, so YouTube recommend it to more people, let me hear your opinion in the comment section as well. And let's make this live call as interesting as possible, right? You know how we do it. So basically for gold, we have this daily time frame, right? We have this major resistance level on daily time frame that it seems like gold is reacting to, and as having massive buy push from that level. And if you were active on Friday, you will see that immediately we had that. So basically, what was the main reason for that massive sell? that discredited our buy on Friday, it was basically because market was what? Correcting. Market was doing major corrections on the major, some kind of impulsive corrections on the major time frame. And just like I can see what's happened right here on the daily time frame, that is exactly what happened. So if we were looking for opportunity to buy again from this resistance level that we have right here, we could have still been taken out. We got in on buys from this level, right? But on Friday, right here, if we're looking for opportunities to buy again from this significant resistance level that we have right here, which literally happened on Friday. And what's basically happened? Markets ended up correcting back to this major resistance level that became a new support for some kind of like push to the top side. But depending on the printer that we actually have on the chart, but as we go down to the lower time frame, we should get more understanding of how market is going to actually like react to those zones, right? Are we together? We should get some basic understanding of how market is going to react to those zones. And that's what we're going to be doing right here together. Let's go down to the 4 hours time frame and see what's happening in real time. Let's see what is happening in real time on the 4 hours time frame. And just like what do we do on the 4 hours time frame? Anytime we're on the 4 hours time frame, what do? We basically try to mark out our significant levels, right? We basically try to mark out our significant levels of interest where we have interest and we have focus on, right? And that's basically what we're going to be doing. And just like I can see how market has been reacting, and just like I can see how market has been reacting to those zones, and you see market giving some kind of significant reaction at that level. And any reaction that market give at that level is basically giving some kind of indication which can skyrocket and push the market aggressively in one particular direction. So sorry guys. So we have some significant resistance level right here on the 4 hours time frame. That anytime market tend to come back to those levels, we tend to see some reactions, right? We tend to see some reactions in the market anytime market comes to those levels. And that's exactly what gold is doing right now. So let's try to mark out those levels of interest. And that's the basic thing. And just like I said, this live section wouldn't take time. So I just want to buttress on the important point and try to like pinpoint our main focus for this week. What direction are we focusing on this week? And that's what we're going to be doing, right? So let's try to mark out those levels. Let me go with that real quick. So we have this significant resistance level right here, right? We have a significant resistance level right here. Let's just try to mark it out in a little way. Exactly. We have a significant resistance level right here, right? If you agree with me in the comment section, we have a significant resistance level right there. And we have another significant resistance level that market formed and retested twice at this level as well. Are you with me? So we have another significant resistance level right here as well. And any reaction that we basically get from these two zones are going to be the basis of our decision making, literally, for this new week. But now, looking at the spike that came to this downside, what reaction is that giving us? What reaction is this giving us? Now, let's try to explain this using our higher eyes and lower eyes, just our basic explanation way, right? So, market created a new, sorry, market created a low, right? Market created a new higher low. Market created a new higher low. Market broke that new higher low. So automatically, this is giving us indications that what? This is basically giving us signs that sellers are trying to get into the market. But at the same time, for the sellers to be fully into this market, they need to break below this significant resistance level that they have right here. I don't know if you actually understand that. They need to break below this. So we have sellers resting below this level. We have massive sellers. We have massive sellers resting below this level. Now, don't get me wrong. The fact that market has broken this higher low and this higher low right here, these two significant lows right here, is automatically giving us signs that what? The sellers had momentum. They had crazy momentum. And that's why we're able to see that happen. But now, it will be more better if we're able to get sales, massive sale. Any sale we get below this level is going to be very, very massive. And we might have it skyrocket up to another significant level on the daily time frame. Probably this or any other significant level on the daily time frame, right? So right below this level, we have our sellers resting. right below this level, but we can as well try to get some kind of mini sales at this level, which will be depending on the corrections that market give us. If market corrects back to this level, right? Any correction that the market give us back at this level might be also be looking for opportunity to sell back into this zone. But at the same time, while looking for opportunity to sell back into this zone, we need to have at the back of our mind that what there's a significant resistance level here that market has retested. And at the point of retest, market wasn't able to break that resistance level to the downside. So meaning that we have to be very, very cautious of how we trade these levels, right? We need to be very, very cautious, active. And I see you. Godspeed. Yeah, exactly, man. Godspeed. So we need to be very, very cautious of how we actually trade that level, right? If you're on this call and you want to like this live section, so YouTube recommend it to more people, right? So do you guys actually understand the concepts now? The market is currently changing its trend, its structure, right? From being bullish, but at the same time, while the market is changing its structure to identify, we need to be able to interpret the fact that what there's a significant resistance level right here. And the market points where market retested this resistance level started from the 27th of October, right? Up till when? Up till the 10th or up till the 10th of November, rather, because market broke that level on the 10th of November. And market did some kind of crazy and massive consolidation in that zone. So this level right here, there are strong what? There are strong sellers resting below these levels. So it will be more better and more interesting if we're able to get sell opportunities beneath this level right here, right? But at the same time, understand the fact that what when markets broke above this level, it's possible that what market is giving some kind of corrections back into this level and continuing the bullish trend, right? Because overall, market changed structure massively into being bullish last week, and you can agree with me, right? Can you guys agree with me? I want to hear your view in the comment section. Market changes overall trend, continue its overall bullish trend last week with the massive buys, especially on the 12th of November. We saw at least 700 pips movement for the buys last week, right? And it broke this significant resistance level that market was finding it hard to break as well. So that's automatically telling us that what the buyers are strongly in the market, but at the same time, the sellers are trying to push into this market by breaking two significant higher lows. And at the point of breaking these two significant higher lows, we can agree that what the sellers are in the market currently, but at the same time, market has a significant resistance level that is acting as a support right now. And when we have clear break below this level, I can tell you we are going to be having interesting sales beneath this zone. We are going to be having interesting sales beneath this zone, right? But depending on the printouts when market opens, right? Depending on the printout. So I want you guys to be very, very fully active this week. Godspeed. Let's get good opportunities, right? Let's get good opportunities in the market this week. So do you actually understand my view? Do you understand this interaction between the buyers and the seller right now? Let me hear your view, guys. Do you understand the interaction between the buyers and the seller right now? So do you understand this? Okay, exactly. Okay, just prosper by saying yeah, exactly. So you get the concept, right? You guys get the concept, right? So that's the point. You can't just we need to be very, very careful, right? And we need to watch out for these levels, right? We have a level right here. We have this level as well right here. So there was a higher low, there was another higher low right here. Is enough to say that since market broke massively beneath two higher lows, market has automatically changed its trend from being bullish to being bearish, right? You agree with me, right? You agree with me in that concept. You agree with me because we have this higher low, and market broke it massively to the downside. So that's automatically telling us that what the sellers are currently in the market, but overall we have bull trend. We have buyers aggressively in the market overall, and this can be acting as more like a correction back into this major resistance level that we have right here. But depending on the reaction that we get at this zone, that will be giving us the basis of what we are going to be doing. Do you understand? If we have some kind of like break beneath this zone, then we are in for sweet sales. We are in for sweet sell rides, right? And anything that make us get some kind of like, when markets reject back to this level, we can have some kind of like sales, right? We can have sales because this is acting more like some push, right? This is a break. We can have a retest at this level and some kind of continuation. But anything that make us break above these levels again, we might be looking at it that what market came back to just retest this level and it's continuing back its bull trend. And just like I can see, like from my interpretation on the daily time frame, right? Just like I can see from my interpretation on the daily time frame. So do you get the concepts now? Do you get the concepts now? So it's just very, very simple and straightforward. But we need market movement to be able to sit on a particular bias. We need to be very objective because this current market movement is evident that what the sellers are pushing into the market aggressively. And to join the sellers need to give us some kind of corrections, right? Back into this zone and do what? Push aggressively and give us a new lower low. Give us a low that will be lower than this last low right here. But if the sellers fail to do this, then automatically what might be happening? It and fail to give us a new lower low and give us a new lower high at this level and give us a new lower high at this level, and we're able to have a break above this level, the automatically that's signaling that what this level that is acting as a resistance automatically becomes a new support, so massive push, and we'll be targeting this all-time high as our target for buys. I don't know if that is actually straightforward. What's your view? Do you guys understand this simple analysis now? Let me hear your view in the comment section. Do you understand this analysis? Is everything straightforward? Do you understand this analysis, guys? Do you understand this analysis? We'll be ending this live call in few minutes. In few minutes time, we'll just be doing one more pair and we'll call it a day. So do you understand this analysis, guys? So the market currently is overall strongly bullish, right? Overall, the current trend is strongly bullish, right? The current trend is strongly bullish, but at the same time, we have a strong, massive sell push to the downside. Just pause by saying clear, sharp. It means we're on the same page, right? We're on the same page. So it's just that straightforward. We just basically be able to do what? Do our top-down analysis and be able to interpret the interaction between the sellers and the buyers. And I can tell you that's actually the best way to look at the market, right? That's going to put us on the edge, right? That's going to put us on a better edge. So we're not being aggressive, we're not being rigid, but we're being what? More objective. We're being able to do what? Maximize our opportunities, right? With this analysis on the 4 hours time frame, I don't think I need to go down to the 1 hour time frame. It's just very, very pretty much what? Straightforward. The buyers are strongly in the market, the sellers pushing, breaking below 2 higher lows. So that's automatically giving us a strong break. A strong break. And I think that break alone itself is up to about 500 pips. If you measure this break, imagine this is about 1,000 pips. 1,000 pips break. So automatically, what we can be expecting for this sell to continue, we need to see a correction back into one of these major zones, and what market should give us a new lower low. But if the market fails to give us a new lower low and give us a new higher low at this level, then automatically what's happening? The sellers are losing their momentum and the buyers are getting back in, especially when the buyers are able to break back above this significant resistance level right here. Right? Then automatically that's what giving us indications or signs that what the buyers might bring us back to this all-time high. The buyers might bring us back to this all-time high. So do you understand the concepts now? Do you understand the concepts now, guys? I want the same page. If you're on this live call and you want to like this section and you want to like this YouTube live video, if you've gained any value from this live call, right? So do you understand everything on gold now? So that's my basic view on gold. Nothing complicating. Nothing complicating. We're just waiting for the printout when market opens, right? We're basically just waiting for the printout when market does what? When market opens, right? Which other pair do you want us to look into before we call it a day? Which other pair do you want us to look into before we call it a day? We have just 5 minutes more. Within 5 minutes, let's analyze another pair. And I want to hear your view on this XAUUSD. What's your view? Is the breakdown okay? Like, have you been able to learn something from the breakdown? Is the breakdown perfect? Was it similar to your analysis? Let me hear your view, literally, and let's share opinion together. You know, no man is an island of knowledge. We learn from each other, right? We share ideas. JC Prosper is saying BTC. BTC is currently dipping crazily, massively to the downside. For BTC, I've been doing more of swing analysis on BTC. I've been doing more of swing analysis on BTC because that for BTC, the current move is more like not something that you have to sit down with in a day. BTC current move is not something you can sit down with in a day. Okay, so Jesse Prosper is saying from our XAUUSD analysis that the analysis was simple and clear. He said simple and clear structure. Exactly, man. Thank you. That's sharp. So let's check out BTC. What's happening on BTC? Oh, this was the chart that I've been doing. No, no, no. I don't have to do this. I can't do this here. I can't do it on Bitstamp. BTC, I can tell you that BTC is dipping massively, bro. BTC is currently at 93,000. BTC is currently at 93,000. The next strong level for BTC is 87,000. The next strong level for BTC, there's a possibility of BTC dumping up to 87,000. 87,000 is another significant. I'm trying to open my BTC chart. So let's check out BTC real quick. Jesse Prosper said we'll check out BTC. Right? If you are still on this call, let me hear your view on the gold analysis. What's your view on the gold analysis? Do you understand the analysis? Is everything straightforward? Let me hear your good analysis. Is everything straightforward? Do you get the concept from the analysis? Do you get the concept from the analysis? I'm trying to do this. Okay. So I'm currently on BTC. I'm currently on BTC chart. Let me share the screen. Oh, jeez. BTC doesn't want to agree. BTC doesn't want to agree. Okay. Can you see my BTC? Can you see my BTC chart? Let me hear from you. Can you guys see my BTC chart? Can you see my BTC chart? Can you see my BTC chart? I need your comments. Can you see my BTC chart? Okay, Jesse Prosper said yes, they can see it. Okay, okay. So BTC USD. Let me get what are you quick, please. BTC, there's nothing. Sincerely speaking, there's nothing to explain on BTC. BTC is currently dipping. That's the main thing. BTC is dipping aggressively. Let's check it out. To get on the ride, to get on the ride on BTC, we need a lot of patience to get on the ride on BTC. Obviously, BTC is dumping massively. Is on the sales, right? The sellers are strongly in control of this market condition. They are strongly in control of this. But you can see that we have this significant resistance level right here. Exactly what I was saying. See what I was saying? I was saying the other time that 87,000. I was saying 87,000 the other time. And graphically on the chart, that 87,000 is some kind of like fundamental stuff. But even on the chart right here, live on the chart, seems to be a strong level on the chart as well. Let's try to use our coordinate to get this chart to 87,000. 87,000, right? 87,000. 87,000 exactly. So you can see that BTC at 87,000, we have a significant what? We have a significant level at this 87,000. This is a zone where I can see that we can be looking for potential buys on BTC. We can be looking for potential buys. That is if this market doesn't break below this level. But for the current move on BTC, even if you go down to the 4 hours, you still see BTC dumping massively. But on daily time frame on BTC, We have some significant, we have more of significant levels. We have this strong level right here, which is acting more like a neckline or some kind of like break. I want the same page, which is acting more like the neckline of like a break. And there was some kind of massive move below that level. There was a massive move below that level. But for BTC, now came to this resistance level, came to this support level. There was some rejection. At the end of the market broke this level, retested this level, right? Now currently market is here. For this sell to continue, you'll be expecting market to either come back, reverse back to this level, or come back to retest this level, right? Because this is a significant what? Support now. Within this support to become a new what? To become a new resistance for some good push to the downside. And what? From that level, what we'll be targeting? We'll be targeting this low. Do you understand the concept now? Do you understand the concept now? So for BTC, unless we see some kind of like break, to look for buys on BTC, we need to start seeing breaks up above these levels, up above these major swing lows. We need to start seeing breaks up above these major swing lows. Yeah, exactly. Head and shoulder break. Exactly. I was going to say that, but I just had to use something else. Exactly. Head and shoulder break. So to look for opportunity for buys on BTC, we need to be calm. We just need to be very, very calm. We need to be very, very calm because for BTC right now, we'll be expecting some kind of correction back and looking for what? Sell back up to 87,000. But when it is when market sells to that level and we're able to get some kind of like rejection and stuff like that, to look for our buys, we might be expecting some kind of break up above this zone and a retest back at this 99,000 level, 99,000 zone, and what? Looking for opportunity for buy, targeting this high first, and so on and so forth. So BTC, nothing complicating. Nothing complicating. BTC, just look for opportunity for sale. Mark out your 99,000 zone on the chart and wait for some kind of correction. The psychological level, 87,000 might hold strong or may not. Exactly. Exactly. And looking at the chart, if you see on the chart, that level was more like the neckline of a W pattern. If you look at the chart very well. So that zone is actually W pattern don't just appear, they don't just play around. They actually hold significant meaning. Uh, so a word is enough for the wise, right? So let's just stay calm. For BTC, we are calm. For gold, we are being very, very observant for whatever printouts we have on the chart. The market hasn't opened yet, but we're fully active and monitoring any move that we get. So I feel we've been able to do something meaningful today. Let me hear your view. Was the analysis clear? Were you able to gain something? And we have just less than 2 minutes to end this live call. What's your view? What's your view for this week? What's your view for this week? Right? Are you fully active? I'll be fully active on Telegram as well. Let's get signals back to back. Sure win rate signals, right? Godspeed this week. We're fully active. We're fully active this week. We're fully active. But let's check the news together whether we have some high impact news coming up this week. Let's monitor together. We have I think we have an high impact news on gold, on US dollar rather. On US dollar, this is by in 14 hours. In 14 hours. That's close. And we have high impact news on Canadian dollar. We have no interest with that. And we also have some medium news on US dollar as well. We have the news also on Tuesday and high impact news as well on Tuesday. We have an high impact news as well on Tuesday. ADP employment change weekly, right? But we're not really bothered with those kind of news. We need some kind of news like CPI, NFP. You feel me? On Thursday, I think we have serious news on Thursday. Exactly. We have the major news coming up on Thursday. So let's stay fully active on Thursday. We have massive high impact news on Thursday. We have massive high impact news on Thursday. So let's stay active. Let's stay active. Jesus Prosper is saying thanks for the clarity. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, man. So I appreciate everyone for joining this live call. Possibly we'll be trading this live too. Godspeed. let's monitor the market with caution, being objective with a clear mind, not with the art of revenge, right? But with a clear mind, with the purpose of learning, right? The more we learn, the more we actually know better, right? So I wish every one of us a profitable week. We are going to be doing wonders this week as well by God's grace. So stay safe, and I wish us all success. Bye, guys.